and what's happening. So here's off the face-off, and off the draw, the Americans gain control. Wow, this is going to be a little bit faster than I was used to from the game before, but picked up on the left-hand side is Ed Huddleston. He gets the puck lost, manages to get it back. Huddleston throws it behind the net where it's going to get picked up and contested there by Leslie Arnold. Arnold moves the puck behind her own net where it's picked up by Mobasser. He wraps it around, held in by Sean Hatchie, but it's intercepted there by Team Orange. They try to make their way out to center ice. Across the line is Mobasser. Mobasser comes in. Mobasser's got a little bit of room. He takes a shot, but it's deflected there by Hatchie. Picked up behind her own net is Little Huddleston. Didn't realize that she's playing, so that's really cool. A whole nother story about Anna. Back at the point, good shot there and a save as it's covered up. 14:04 left to go in the first period.
Orange is looking really fast out there, Flint. They're starting off good.
So, Kevin, do you referee a lot of games still? We don't get a lot of chance to chat too much.
I still ref quite a bit, especially when the kids' hockey season isn't going on.
That's
I'm
right.
busy
You're
traveling,
doing a whole bunch
traveling
of stuff.
with that. But, yeah, looking to do the A-League championship today, hopefully get a fair, safe game, and the right team wins.
Man, they're calling in the big guns for the championship game. Kevin, an official, a member of the board of directors for the Oregon State Hockey Association, representing the adult league, actually. He coaches next year. This year you coached at 12U. You'll be coaching again at 12U. So Kevin does a lot of things now in this rink, much like a lot of people in this facility who do lots of different things to keep hockey going. Has a good save there by Danon Peters. If I get the names wrong, please just hate me. That's a better way to do it than to kind of correct me online, because I'll still get it wrong. But if you are joining us online just right now on YouTube, throw us a little shout out so we know what you're watching and whether or not the quality is real good. Again, Flint Dunchuk, Kevin Chambers, B-League action here. Orange versus the Americans. Shot there from the point by Jonathan Wagner. And a good save there by Danon Peters.
Orange is doing everything right. They're getting a lot of traffic in front of the net. Sooner or later, one of those is going to end up in if they keep doing that.
So face off there to the left of Peters. Goes behind the net. And back to retrieve there is number 14, John Brand. How can I miss him? He's gigantic. And the puck comes all the way down, and the icing call will bring the puck all the way back to the right of Danon Peters. It's kind of fun for me. I don't get to be at the rink on most Sundays anymore because I travel so much. So it's kind of fun to see everyone, see how things are going. It was a great C-League championship game, or a Cascade League championship game. That final was 4-2 in favor of Team Purple, who I'd like to say was wearing gold, which is really confusing. That was intellectually very challenging in that last game, but held in at the point nicely, tried to chip in. The Americans will get control of the puck, and they'll try and move out, but Richard Bowen tried to hold the puck in, but couldn't play it. Here's number 91, Leslie Arnold. Arnold moves it over to her right to Walworth, but it's picked off. The Americans come in with a little bit of speed. Good shot, good save there by Daniel Gomez. I hate saying that, so I'll try not to say that very much today. And the Americans pick it up. That's number 4, Rompola. She takes a shot. Save there by Gomez. Tripped up there. Penalty coming up. It's going to be for tripping behind the play. And good call there by the official.
Excellent call. He knew it as soon as he did it, Flint.
He knows his boss is upstairs. He's like, I better call that one. So for the Americans, with 12:29 left to go in the first period, it'll be number 14, Sean Hatchie, going in for a tripping. Excellent call by linesman there.
Patrick Hester on the
Patrick
on the
Hester
call.
looking right at the camera. We have to give him a wireless mic for the next game. So Team Orange will go on the power play. Face off to the left of to the right of Daniel Gomez. Off the draw, won by Orange. They'll get good control, and the puck will be cleared all the way down. And so the Americans will have to start out in their own zone. Oh, is it icing in Adult League too?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Cool. So there it goes
for
to show
the
you.
team that's on the power play.
Oh, that's because Orange
Yeah.
is on the power play.
Yep.
Never mind. I got it backwards. Here we go. The professional official is correcting me, as he should. Put me in my place. To the face-off now to the left of Daniel Gomez. Off the draw. Orange moves it up. A little bit of control there. Step in, but they'll go wide. A little bit of a rush, 2-on-1 on Huddleston. Tries to cut in. Nice play by Huddleston.
Excellent move, excellent move.
As Bowen cuts to the middle of the net, takes a shot, and good save there by Peters. Comes back up. Daniel knows he's on TV, so he moves it up quickly. Moves the puck up. Good save there by Peters. Puck is loose. Comes up to the middle. Arnold takes a shot just wide. Controlled there now by Orange, by number 41, Mobasser. After playing goalie this morning, he comes right back out. He'll come back out and skate. Gomez will grab that puck. Cleared up his defenseman and moves up on the left side. Nobody touches it. No ice called there by the officials.
That's a good one to let go. The player could have played it, but he missed it.
Good play. The American's going to have a short-handed opportunity. Goes a little bit too far out of the reach of number 28. Maybe it's 29. I don't know. Whoever that was. Couldn't quite see the number.
Oh, defenseman wiped out Flint.
Bowen comes in, takes a shot. Good save there by Peters. And with 11:06 left to go in the first period, 37 seconds left to go in the power play to Orange. Score is tied at 0. I just read the comments on YouTube. So yes, this is everybody's chance to chirp Gomez. Fake goalie alert. So shout out to Patrick Cooley and Tom Kochever. Great job there. So yes, every chance we get, let's make sure we make fun of Gomez. And the Americans breaking down. Here it is. They take a shot just a little wide. As a good play there by Travis Jones. Jones goes into the corner, out of his reach, and up to center ice. There's number 37, Nathan Anderson. Anderson, 10 seconds left to go on the power play. And another penalty coming up, a hooking call. As
they
Jason
got
Power, or excuse me, Jason Power. As Jason Fall needs to get into the action. Not going to be outdone by Cooley. Throws Travis Jones in the box with 10:36 left to go in the first period. This will give a two-man advantage to Team Orange for 7 seconds. Again, that's Jones in for a hooking at 10:36. Draw one by Orange now. They'll move the puck on the right side by Anderson. Anderson tries to center the puck, intercepted there by the Americans, and they'll clear out to center ice. Back for Team Orange is Jonathan Wagner, I believe. Wagner gets the puck stripped away, but Walworth tries to get the puck. Centered in front. Rebound loose. Chopped at and cleared. Lucky save there by Gomez. We all get lucky once in a while.
Yeah, he lost that one for a second, and Sean was almost able to put the rebound in.
No talent whatsoever required on that save. So the faceoff will go to his left. And off the faceoff. Again, power play for 1:35 left for Team Orange. That's cleared by John Brand. Up to center ice. Orange kicks it back to Walworth. He chips it off the boards. Goes to Mobasser. Centered in front. Anderson. Anderson takes a shot. It's blocked. Puck is loose. Out of the reach of Mobasser. Squirts into the corner.
Good body contact down there. Good physical play.
Absolutely. And everybody knows that's a legal play. That's exactly the kind of stuff we want to encourage at all levels. All the way from 8U all the way to ancient geriatric level league. That's what we want. And 53 seconds left to go on the penalty for a hooking to Jones. Probably a fairly familiar place.
Oh, yeah. Travis
Jones.
He spends a bit of time there.
Believe it or not, everybody should know I do read the reports. And so Gomez does a great job of manning the league. Kevin taking care of our officials. You know, and that is something people comment about a lot here as we come to a stoppage of play, is how much fun this league is. And what are your thoughts about that, Kevin?
Oh, well, I love playing in it, Flint. You know, I've been playing in the league on and off for about 12 years now here in Eugene. And every year when I can't sign up due to some factor, me traveling too much with the kids. It's always tough because you still want to play, and that's why I'm really glad to be playing again this spring, and going to be real sad when it's over later tonight after my last game.
Yeah, and it stinks. Like for me, I'm gone on Sunday so much, and it's something I really want to do as we come to the final parts of this power play, but I'm with you. Good shot there. Was almost aiming for a stick. Nice play there by, is there a 66? There isn't a 66, so whoever that is, somebody, like it's not Mario Lemieux who's out on the point. But that will do it as Jones pops out of the box. We're now even at 5. Score is still 0-0 with a little over 8:25 left to go in the first period. Picked up by Jones. I think it's kind of funny that he's wearing number 69, but no comment there. And back out to center ice. 77, Richard Bowen comes across the line against Huddleston. He walks around her, tries to center, but no one there. Good play by Huddleston. Again, forcing her out to the outside. Stick in the right spot. Not given much at all to Wagner.
Some good defense out there. I was a little curious to see how well the Americans would do missing one of their best defensemen, Sean Breslin. He's not here today, but they're doing pretty well.
No relation to the Breslin who was in Avengers Endgame this weekend. Watched that yesterday. Amazing movie. I won't say anything to anyone about what happened or didn't happen, but a great movie.
My daughter and her friends went yesterday, and that's all they've been doing since is watching different Avenger and Marvel movies since they got back.
It's a great movie. It is, Justin Kern is a big Marvel fan. He's the one that got me into it, and I'm very thankful that he did. Here's Huddleston cutting back. Nice centering pass. Deflected shot from Manchester, but a great play by Huddleston as he cuts back, finds the late defenseman, or as we call the defenseman who was activating at the point. And the puck goes down deep. Back behind the net, a little past Huddleston, but it ends up on the stick of Corey Bjerke? I'm sorry, Corey. Anyway, comes outside to center ice. The Americans gain some control. Huddleston takes a quick look, cuts back. He's going to look for some help with a lot of pressure there from 77 Bowen. But Huddleston manages to find a lot of space. Bowen chops at the puck. Takes down Huddleston while on the play. No call. And little Huddleston, Anna Huddleston will go back behind. She'll wrap it around to 28. And the Americans will try and come back up, but it's intercepted by Orange.
Dangerous pass there. Never pass it to in front of your net.
Nice job there by Wheat. And it will be covered up. Score is 0-0. 6:40 left to go in the first period. We've got Nathan Leach on the camera today, so thanks to Nathan Leach.
Thank you.
And moral support provided by the other Falls, the more important Falls, Lene Falls. No offense to Jason, but we all know it's true.
I don't think Jason would challenge that statement.
So the Americans clear it out. And picking up will be Leslie Arnold for Orange, just ahead of the icing call. So we will get icing. And the faceoff will come back to the right of Dannon Peters.
Orange needs to capitalize on some of this pressure they're getting down in the American zone.
Yeah, get a big power play opportunity. Two-man advantage, didn't capitalize on that, and they've really had some control now. And you would imagine with the shorter benches that plays a factor too, because they had to skate there without two of their players, never mind shorthanded.
Yep.
Another icing call coming up here. We'll have to get another mic for Lene. If I can go find one, I'll find one during intermission or something. So lots of action today in the Rink Exchange. And so in case anybody wonders, and most of the people that watch are probably people who skate at the rink, but the rink will go for seasonal shutdown here on Tuesday. And will close between May 1st and August 14th, reopening again on August 15th. That's kind of standard operating procedure here. And it actually is a cool thing because what it does do is encourage kids to play other sports, which is something we, as Kevin and I are coaches, know that we highly encourage and is actually good not just for the business part of the rink, believe it or not, because it keeps people pretty hungry, but it is excellent for the development of our hockey players. Eugene's youth hockey is, not that winning's about everything, but enjoys very good success with its long-term development program, especially when you consider that we compete against the likes of Portland that has something like 1.1 million people living in it, 600 hockey players, a little over 600 youth hockey players, with Eugene a little under 200 youth hockey players. Penalty coming up. Delayed penalty, this time against Orange.
It's going to be a hook, it looks like.
And then the hooking call will come up against Team Orange. So the Americans will go on the first power play of the night. What I should think of doing is actually replaying the penalties too. I'll think about that. Orange goes to the wrong box. The penalty would be to number 17, Robert Funk. Oh, excuse me.
Nope,
number
that's
91.
Not Bobby. That's not Bobby.
That's number 91, Leslie Arnold. Leslie Arnold go in for 2 minutes for hooking. With 5:30 left to go, the Americans will go on the power play. Picked up there by Nathan Anderson on the left side. He'll shove it into the zone, and the Americans will regain control, and they'll start their first move up the ice on the power play. Number 17, Corey. I'm going to just call him Jerky because it's B-J-E-R-K. Maybe it's Jerk. Does anyone know?
I don't.
Oh, so Richard Bowen is wearing 66. 77 is a sub. Man, you guys are awesome. Mike Shaw's on it. Here are the Americans on the right side, centered. Picked up by the American, shot, and a goal. So Daniel Gomez showing his true colors.
I think he wants that one back. He hasn't faced many shots yet today. Sometimes the goalie gets a little unfocused when he's just standing down there alone.
Yeah, I didn't quite have replay going at that time, so my apologies. We don't get to see Daniel Gomez beat. But we will get it next time. That's all my bad. So after that's a shorthanded goal there by the Americans. And so the Americans take a 1-0 lead with 4:47 left to go in the first period.
We've got another hooking call here, Flint. It's going to be against the Americans. They've got Sean Hatchie again. He's no stranger to the penalty box either.
Sean Hatchie, an excellent role model for what not to do if you're a youth hockey player.
He's an excellent coach, though.
He is an excellent coach.
And
his daughter is fantastic.
Yep. So is his son.
Great attitude. His daughter's a big, not Pavel Datsyuk fan. It's Henrik Zetterberg is her person. Unfortunately, he's not American, so it's not like I can get autographs automatically for her. Excellent Swedish hockey player. So the Americans will now go, the Orange will go on the power play. And Orange 0 for 2 tonight on the power play as Huddleston comes back to retrieve the puck for the Americans. She reads good support down there by her defense partner. Equally picked off by Orange. Wraparound coming around. Nice
Goalie
save there.
Played well on that. Saw it the whole way, read it well.
So we'll try and get a second look at that one real quick so you can kind of see. Here it is, intercepted behind the net. Good play, wraparound, good save. So back to normal play here. Shot goes wide. 1:20 left to go on the power play. Picked up there by Team Orange.
Great centering pass. The player just barely missed it. Ouch.
So held out at the point. Zachary Walworth can't quite play it. Comes out for the Americans. The Americans, Stephen Manchester. Manchester in the corner. Manchester battling it out. Good body contact play there. I love to see that. Comes out, held in at the point, heads towards the net, wide of the net. Picked up by 17, Jerky. Jerky takes a shot off his backhand, ends up in the corner.
What a penalty kill so far. Yeah,
just a lot of pressure. And a lot of people forget that, even at all levels, that penalty killing isn't really a passive effort anymore. Those were the days of the 1980s. And so nowadays penalty killing is a very aggressive affair. And you see this by the Americans. Orange can't even come out of their zone. Looks like they will likely go 0 for 3 on the power play as Jerky stops behind the net. He's got a little bit of time there.
Gomez stuck with that one well.
He did, unfortunately. I have to say something nice about him. But had very, very good. And yes, David Haskell, it was Sean again going to the penalty box. So 2:50 left to go in the first. Score 1-0 to the Americans. 16 seconds left to go to the penalty to Hatchie. And the face-off goes back behind the Orange. Nice draw there. Held in nicely by Jerky. Huddleston dumps it into the middle. That should pretty much do it for the power play. And Orange, I think, doesn't get any shots on it at all. This shot will come after the end of the power play. Hatchie comes out of the box, and we're up 5 apiece. Puck held in at the point by Leslie Arnold. Picked up by Huddleston. She spins, or he spins. Did I just get him confused? Yes. Oh, my. He's not going to like that. So moved back to Daniel Gomez. Gomez, that's kind of a set play. I'm sure he's telling Arnold, hey, get me on TV.
Yeah.
And
for
so,
something good.
For something good. So they passed him the puck because it's the only thing Gomez knows what to do. And even at that, he doesn't do it very well. But that's okay. Americans trying to regain control, but it's picked off there by number 14, John Brandt. Brandt takes a shot. It's just wide. Hatchie sends it around the boards. Held in nicely by Wheat. Centered. Wheat again will get, Orange will get another chance. Shot's deflected. Comes wide. Orange tries to find it at the point. Held in nicely, but it's intercepted. The Americans come rushing in. That'll be Mark Ormeiser. That's a cool hockey name.
This could be close to a penalty shot, but I think he got him from the side.
Lots of penalties here in the first period. So Team Orange will go on will be killing the penalty again. The Americans going on the power play. 1 for 1 tonight. Penalty is hooking to number 77, Richard Bowen. 2 minutes for hooking. 1:28 left to go in the first. The Americans on the draw. Huddleston steps in for the Americans on the draw. Nice job there. He wins the draw, but controlled by Orange, and they clear. Anna Huddleston, the younger daughter of that clan, hits it to her defense partner. It's controlled by Orange, and they clear all the way down.
Americans will reset here and see if what they could do with it.
Hatchie makes a good turn. He's got a lot of speed coming up the middle. Cuts to his left. Will gain the blue line. Walks into a crowd of players. And the puck ends up in the left-hand corner, where Ormeiser will try to control it, but leaves it up to the point to Huddleston. Huddleston manages to hold it in, and it's picked up by Rompala. That's an awesome hockey name, too. Rompala has it again. Nice shot there. Hits the side of the net. You know, quite a few fans online were pretty excited thinking Daniel Gomez just got scored on again, but that did not happen, unfortunately.
Give it time.
Down to the corner, Huddleston. Nice pass to the point to Hatchie. Hatchie takes a shot. It's deflected high. Picked up by Rompala. Just got to think like Impala. Rompala. And it's picked up by Orange Walworth. Walworth has a little bit of time. Huddleston forces him wide. Walworth. Steep angle, takes a shot. Easy save there by Peters.
Good defense. Push him to the outside. That's a good position to get him to shoot from with a high percentage save chances there.
And absolutely for all you youth hockey players out there who are probably not watching. Good play there by Huddleston to lead with her stick. Push him to the outside, especially with a right-handed shot. There wasn't a lot of options for Walworth. So well played by Huddleston. Longtime youth hockey player, now converted to be an adult league player. Really unfortunate for her. Just wasn't a lot of girls options early on here at this facility. A lot more girls playing now, including your daughter, which I love seeing.
She really enjoys it. She actually went out for track this year, not because she likes track, but because she wanted to get faster at hockey.
And it's, it's so funny. It's like people think it's counterintuitive, but it is actually so good for them to play these other sports and develop their own, overall athletic capability. But it is fantastic. I bet you we've got probably enough girls now to put a team together. I mean, it would be across all the age divisions. I think we had 3 or 4, maybe 5 girls join the 2 intro classes that we had in the spring. So that's all really exciting for us. So, Kevin, your thoughts on the game so far?
So far, it's a good game. 1 goal separating them. The Orange needs to get a little better at just finishing those goals. They're getting a lot of traffic in front of the net, but just not quite getting it in. And the longer you go like that, the more confidence the Americans have. Americans need to stay out of the box, but their penalty kill has been spectacular. I mean, the one they spent the entire time in their attacking zone. So,
yeah, it's kind of what I noticed too. Is Orange has had a lot of puck control and hasn't been able to score at all. And then the Americans have done a good job of just kind of countering and taking a chance of their one power play opportunity, which they still have 32 seconds left to go, by the way, with the original penalty, Richard Bowen, if I remember correctly, it was a hooking call. So Orange will now move from our right to our left. So that is Peters to my right, or our right, and Daniel, excuse me, that's Daniel Gomez to our right and Peters to our left. Orange will be moving to our right, from our right to our left. So 32 seconds left to go in the penalty, and here we go. Second period underway.
good defensive stick there.
And out of the corner, the Americans gain control. And that was Steven Manchester who moves it in. Daniel Gomez moves it his to defense partner.
And that should do it for the power play.
And stepping out of the box right now is Richard Bowen. So we're back up 5-on-5. Americans gain control. Number 20, Ormeischer.
Oh, Mike Shaw is putting in that Richard Bowen is wearing 66, 77. I believe that's Nathan, now that I'm looking at it, who just got out of the box. He's a sub for Orange today. He plays for Montucky. I believe we play them this afternoon. He's a very good north to south skater, so you got to keep an eye on him as a defenseman.
So 66 is Richard Bowen. Gotcha.
Thank you, Michael Shaw, for
and he did mention that earlier, and I didn't quite catch that. And I think I even mentioned it on the broadcast, but I guess I don't know what I'm doing, so it's no big deal. So the Americans coming in along the zone. A little bit of speed there on the left side is Jerky. If anybody knows how to actually pronounce his last name, that'd be great, because it's like BJ, and so I don't really know how to pronounce that. So coming out. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's why I haven't even tried to say it yet, because I would just butcher it.
And I don't know.
I'll call him Corey.
Do you know Nathan's last name, 77?
Sutherfield, I believe.
Sutherfield?
I believe is what it is.
We'll just call him Sutherfield. I called some guy McGinnis last game, so we're good. So Sutherfield. So that reminds me, so you can join us online in the conversation right there in the YouTube channel. You scroll to the bottom on your mobile phone, or if you're on a web browser, it's just there on the right. And go ahead and join the chat. We are monitoring the chat, and we appreciate it. If you just let us know who's watching, how things are going, whether or not you like the broadcast. And anything else you want to say badly about Daniel Gomez would be very much appreciated. So at the point here, Orange, number 41, moves it over. Mobasser over to Bowen, and he takes a shot. It's deflected.
Almost redirected into his own net there, Sean Hatchie did.
And Hatchie, again, with some really good speed. Haven't really seen Hatchie skate. Really need to spend some more time with those coaches. Great shot there, too, by Hatchie. It just goes wide, held in by Huddleston. Huddleston manages to hold it in just a little bit. And a little battle for the puck. And coming out of it is Mobasser. He'll try and clear, but it's held in. Nice centering pass. Not quite on the stick. And it will come out as Orange comes across. Number 14, Brand. Brand takes a shot. It's just wide. Picked up by Sutherfield. He has a little bit of time. Contested there by Hatchie. And picked up there by Huddleston. But again, Sutherfield. Sutherfield centers and a shot. Nice save there. As a good bump.
Ed and Nathan look like they're getting a little frustrated with each other
now.
And
then Ed turned to look at the referee and ask for a call, which always works. And so Sutherfield down on the corner. Wraps it around. It's picked up by the Americans. They'll clear to center ice. Huddleston kind of travels to the middle, grabs the puck on his stick, a little bit too far ahead of him, so he had to hold up. It's cleared back to Brumpala, and Gomez comes out to play. He'll move it up directly to to Brand. Brand steps in. Nice pass there. Held nicely, almost on a one-timer Couldn't quite get it, and the Americans will retrieve.
Just wide, just wide.
Taken away there by Brand. Brand centers. Another nice pass by Brand to Wheat. And Wheat can't quite find the handle on it. And it's cleared out to the side. Chipped up by the ice. There is one of the Americans. They fall to the ice, so it's intercepted by Walworth. Walworth tries to center to Brand. Brand takes a shot. Big rebound there, but nobody's able to handle. Cleared out to the side, but it will be held in again by Walworth. He'll wrap it around. Back to Brand, who's behind the net now in the right corner. Tries to center. Just out of the reach. In front of the net, and back to retrieve for Team Orange's Walworth. Walworth makes one move, two moves, gets around two, but not around three, and Jones clears it back in. 10:13 left to go in the second period. 1-0 the Americans, which, by the way, is an awesome show if you haven't seen it. Amazon Prime.
Both teams are having a little trouble clearing the zone when they get close to their blue line.
Travis Jones gets a little bit of time. He looks to his left, doesn't find anyone, protects the puck, cut across the net. Nice play there by Travis Jones, making, our friendly neighborhood Gomez look silly, which is great.
Not much Dan could do on that one. That was a beautiful pass.
So you'll see here Travis Jones on the replay. Does a good job. He battles his way out of the zone. Makes one move there. Cuts to the right. Has a lot of room. Does a good job here protecting the puck. Cuts to the middle. And all alone in front. Results in a tie game.
Great job of protecting the puck with the body. That's good body contact.
So scores
and almost another one.
Scores all tied up 1-1 between the two with the goal. I'm not quite sure who that was that picked up the goal, so I do apologize on that.
2-0, Flint.
Oh, excuse me, 2-0.
Yep.
I got it wrong again. And it's not like you couldn't tell the jersey colors. So this is 2-0 the Americans.
Open. Here's a break.
So Orange trying to get back into it. Not quite sure who has the #1 seed between these two teams. Gomez is supposed to have that for me, but he didn't.
I believe they tied in points for the regular season.
No way. That's great.
I'm pretty sure.
So Huddleston for the Americans chips it off the glass to try and get it out. Not quite, though. Cross-check there in the middle of the ice. Nice rebound. Another nice goal. It's a couple good goals now.
Orange was finally able to capitalize on a lot of traffic in front of the net, and a nice little rebound. He put it away.
You see here on the replay, will be held in at the point. Move off to the left here on the rebound. And a good play by both of those players. So it's 2-1 now. With the goal by, I didn't even look at who scored, even though it was right in front of me.
Oh, there's a penalty on Jones. He's going back to his happy place.
That's great. Travis Jones heads back to the box, shaking his head. And breaking our door while he's at it. That's okay. It's on camera, so we can charge him for the door in case it's broken. And it'll be a hook.
That was an excellent call.
Everything's on camera, buddy.
Yeah.
What would be awesome now is if Falls just starts dinging him. But so back on the power play will be Team Orange. The score is 2-1. The Americans. Middle of the second, 8:32 left to go in the second period. Face-off will go to the right of Peters. Both goaltenders have played very well today, except for Gomez. So back to retrieve will be Bowen. He clears it up the boards. Hatchie races back for it. Hatchie has a little bit of room, a little bit of time, finds a little bit of space, tries to clear. Good play there at center ice by Orange, and they'll move it in, and Brand steps across the line. Brand's got a lot of room. Brand tries to center. He does see the ice pretty well.
Yep.
He's made some very good passes, especially off his off wing there. Does a nice job with that puck. Peters gains control, leaves it there for Hatchie. He tries to clear, held in at the point by Bowen. Good shot and a save.
A lot of traffic there. Good save.
Good opportunities for puck tips as Bowen takes a shot from the point. Once again, if you want to join us in the conversation, Cindy Haskell's wondering, where is our color commentator, Lene Falls? That's what I'm wondering, folks. I invited her into the broadcast. We only have 2 mics right now. We have to get a third mic just for Lene, but maybe she'll join us on some of the other games. Lene Falls, another one of those people who does everything in this association, and so does a great job here supporting hockey in Lane County or in Eugene. So Lene, in case you don't know, runs all of our dryland operations for youth hockey. She's on the board of directors as our main communications person, so does all the emails and things that you see. She volunteers a bunch, does everything really. And so it's people like her, and actually you'll find those in every association that you go to. It's kind of the same people who are always doing the things.
The people that are here 7 days a week.
Yeah, the people that are here 7 days a week doing something. And so, but it is what keeps youth hockey, adult hockey going. So big round of applause and appreciation to everyone who does do that, even though I also make fun of them because they have no lives. But I should talk because I have no life. That is literally my life is hockey. So here we go, big race for the puck.
Nice back check.
But excellent back check there, but Daniel Gomez once again plays that puck. And it comes up to Sutherfield. I'm assuming that's Sutherfield. It's Nathan. He comes across. Nice shot, just wide.
Thank you, Michael Shaw, for it is Sutterfield.
Sutherfield, okay.
All right, I was off a little bit.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Michael Shaw, for chatting in there.
So it's 6:48 left to go. 15 seconds left to go on the power play with the penalty to Travis Jones. I think we are now at a peak with the number of people who've watched. So it's like 16 people now watching this broadcast. So I really do appreciate that because there's 4 people operating the broadcast. So a 4x factor in watching it isn't bad. Even though during a Generals game, we would have somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 or 500 people watching right now. So, but they don't know about Adult League. So, if we give this enough time.
Ooh, there's one.
And speaking of Sutterfield, and it is Sutterfield, he makes a nice job there. So now Team Orange ties up the game. We'll take a quick look here as well.
There's actually quite a few fans in the stands here today, too, for a Sunday.
So you see Sutterfield here, comes down the left side, drives wide on Huddleston, takes a shot, and I'm pretty sure Peters would want that one back.
Yeah, it just kind of trickled right through the 5-hole.
So the score is now tied 2-2 between Orange and the Americans. So what you would expect out of a game. So far, lots of parity. First game was 3-2. Last game was a last-minute empty net goal, I believe, to make it 4-2. And this game this afternoon, this morning, or whatever the heck it is now 2-2. 5:46 left to go in the second period.
Americans got lucky there. Hatchie had a turnover. Nathan was about to go in, but it looked like he kind of lost an edge and went down.
We'll be broadcasting all day today, so some of you watching from home saying, hey, I wonder what they're going to do our game. Yes, we will be here till 10 o'clock in the evening broadcasting games. I think I get a little break here in a little bit. But I think I'll stay in the director's chair so that we can at least continue to run replays. Because, if I tried to teach Gomez, all of you know you wouldn't get replays. There'd be porn or something showing up on the screens. So I'll try and stick around so we can get replays to most of the game because that's been kind of a neat feature today.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had that, isn't it?
Yeah, first time. So it's been great. 5:15 left to go in the second period. Thanks for everyone for joining in. I have to agree with Breslin. Not enough analysis about how crappy of a player Daniel Gomez is. So we'll have to work on that. The Americans come back to retrieve.
Well, Breslin's just a little lucky he's not here to be ridiculed. He's one of those fun guys to play against. I really enjoy playing with him, but I enjoy playing against him a lot more.
So picked up by the Americans. flying in is Jerky. Jerky comes in. He's got a lot of room. Great save there
there's
by
Huddleston.
Gomez.
Oh.
Huddleston had a whole empty net. Had an opportunity to make Gomez look totally silly, but didn't take it.
The puck just rolled on him in the last second.
But great saves there by Mr. Gomez. Good action. He's wanting the replay. I won't give it to him. So, projectile vomiting. So, Breslin's comment, daughter at home with projectile vomiting. Looks better than Gomez's play. Totally agree with you. I just talked to some NASA astronauts about sickness on the space station. They said that even that sickness looks better than Daniel Gomez's play. Many of you wondering where I was going with that as I set up that joke. Nice shot there by RHL Wheat. Good, equal to the task as Mr. Peters. 4:15 left to go in the second. Score tied at 2. Face off to the left of Peters. Won by Orange. Out to the point.
Good hold at the blue line.
Great hold there by Mobasser, who also plays goalie in C-League. Did a great job in his game this morning. It was fun to watch. Centering pass just off the stick of Anderson. Otherwise, he would have had a good look at that shot. Mobasser holds it in. It's deflected. He still managed to hold on to the puck, but picked up there by Jones, and he clears it all the way back.
Here's a breakaway. Nope.
But Gomez comes out, plays the puck. And the Americans regain control off the boards. Just out of the reach of Ormisher. Ormisher loses the puck. Orange regains it eventually. They move it up, come through center ice. Across the line is Wheat. Wheat makes a nice move. She puts it on net, and Peters makes an equally good save. And with 3:22 left to go in the second period, the score is tied 2-2 in tonight's contest between Team Orange and the Americans. Flint Dunchuk, Kevin Chambers joining you on the broadcast. Nathan Leach behind the scenes on camera. And Lene Falls, moral support. Off the draw, Rachel Huddleston, she's in the box.
Yeah, she's
Anna
keeping
Huddleston
score for us. She does a great job in there.
Moves the puck. There's another family that does a lot for hockey.
7 days a week they're down here.
About 25 days a week. The Huddlestons are here. Here's Travis Jones. Nice pants, by the way, for Travis Jones. Never seen someone invest in pant shells for adult league, but you know what? I'll take it. Off to the side. I believe that's, not quite sure who that is. I believe that's Wheat. Can't quite see the number out at the point. That's Mobasser. He makes a shot pass over to Anderson. Anderson centers. Oh, nice play there. Just out of the reach of Brand. Brand could almost put that away.
He usually does. He's really good in close right there. And there he's got,
another chance there. Brand whacks at it. Just can't quite put it away. And Huddleston, Anna will move it up. Nice pass there to Rumpala. Rumpala gets his puck taken away by 41 Mobasser. And Orange starts making its way up the ice, just out of the reach of Sutterfield. And icing will come up as the Americans come back to touch. The score is 2-2 with 2:05 left to go. Total of 18 players, or 18 people watching now. This is
nice. And more people trolling Gomez.
Yep. It's about the same amount of people who watch the presidential debates during election year. And so that's good. We might get a ratings bump. So back out to the point. Held in nicely by Huddleston. But she'll have to retreat back into the neutral zone. Takes a good look, but can't find anyone. Gives it up. Orange across the line. Tries to hit Sutterfield off his skate. Centering pass. Back up at the point. It'll be Waldworth who has to retreat back into his neutral zone. He'll take it off the boards and dump it back in. Retrieved by the Americans. They'll take a look up to Huddleston. Huddleston, nice little chip pass off his backhand up to the middle.
Almost.
Not quite there. And Sutterfield will enter. Sutterfield tries to cut around Hatchie. Can't quite do it. A little bit of deflection. Great save by Peters as he keeps the score 2-2 with 1:23 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Orange. Shot there. Saved by Peters. Hatchie gains control. He'll gain a little speed through the neutral zone. He'll drive wide. Hatchie coming down the left side. Tripped up by 9-7-3-4 people. And we're going to get a penalty on the play. I'm not sure who it's going to be against.
Looks like Sutterfield.
Probably for tripping, maybe? Well, for interference. So we're going to get interference on Sutterfield, and the Americans will go back on the power play with 1:09 left to go in the second period.
Not very happy about the call, but it was the right one.
So interference. Patrick's shaking his head, so I don't know if that means he doesn't think he made a good call or if it was a good call. Maybe he's shaking his head to Sutterfield. Nonetheless, the Americans will go back on the power play. Nice shot there by Hatchie. It's deflected down and cleared by Orange. Now Hatchie will come back to recover in his own zone. Back to help him out, too, is Manchester. Hatchie looking. He's got a lot of ice. He should take it.
Yeah.
Makes the pass just wide and out of the reach of Ormeischer. By the way, young ones, you'll notice how he got to the red line first before executing that pass, so a missed pass wouldn't result in an icing call. Stolen by Orange here on a quick play. Nice save by Peters.
Good job by Hatchie getting back there and making sure he didn't get across the front of the net there.
Where is Sean from? Is he from here?
I want to say he's from Michigan, like the Detroit area.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Let's not talk about that.
Man. I spent my time in Plymouth, Michigan, which is kind of the nice part of Michigan, the only nice part in Michigan. The town that's named after me, Flint, Michigan, not only is their water bad, but the town sucks. So just so you know, don't ever go there. Somebody from Flint, Michigan is going to be typing in here in just a second. But I do, whenever I introduce myself and I say that my name is Flint, and they go, excuse me? And I say, Flint, like the bad water. And everybody laughs. So that's what because I used to, and what's funny about that is I always used to say, like, it's Flint, like Flint, Michigan. And they're like, what? And now I say, Flint, like the bad water, and everybody gets the joke. So completion of 2 periods now. It's a 2-2 tie game. So take a look and see if we can look at the goal that made this 2-2. And this was the goal here that eventually made it 2-2 by Orange. So, thoughts on the game, Kevin?
Well, it's a really good game. Looks like some of the players are getting tired. The pace is slowed down a bit, which that usually happens about this pace. But you figure at about 5 more minutes into the game, they'll start realizing it's getting close, and they'll find that extra wind and really start flying again out there. Overall, I think it's been pretty good back and forth. Orange has probably got a little better zone time than the Americans, but the Americans have capitalized on their opportunities enough to keep them tied. So we'll let the players decide it out there.
It's so funny too, because every year we have this conversation about whether or not we should just make bigger teams, which would allow people, by the way, to not have to play such late games or early games. But whenever we have the conversations with captains, everybody is in favor of smaller teams, which means they skate more, which means they get tired more, which means there's always people who can't play, which means there's more subs. So usually you would kind of say, it would be a lot better to make the teams 13 or 14 players, but nobody wants to do that.
I like my ice time.
And that's what most people say.
I don't mind a short bench this time of year. It's a little rough if it's in August right after the rink froze, because you don't quite have your legs under you yet. But this time of year, I really like the short benches.
So you adults out there who have kids that play, just remember, you want to play. So don't ever say that someone else's kid shouldn't play, because I hear that a lot. And so you never see an adult leaguer be like, you know what, just bench me for the third period, because we need the team to win. But we see a lot of adults who say that when it comes to youth sports, and I think that sucks. And so I'm just going to be honest about that. That is total bullshit.
I completely agree with you there, Flint. And that's what I like about Laha. As soon as we get a new kid who wants to join, I remember for our Ice Cup tournament, we brought a new kid in a week before that, and by the end of the tournament, he was remarkably better than what he was before, and that's because he got a lot of game experience.
Yeah,
and
right.
That matters.
Absolutely. Game experience, practice time, being welcomed. And it's one of the things that has really driven the growth of Laha is that kind of attitude by our coaches to welcome everyone, allow everyone to play the game. And some of them are now out here as adult league players, and some of them are playing in other cities. But I never really understood that where, like, hey, if you're an adult, you'd want to play. And so why would you sit kids for, really – I played a lot of hockey, and I couldn't tell you any of the scores. Man, I could maybe remember a handful of my midget games, and they were all big ones. But sure as hell can't remember out of my 10s, 12s, 14s even. And so but I do remember the moments and who I played with. So here's a nice play, nice centering pass, good shot, good save. Beautiful play there by Anderson, who's kind of been everywhere. Doesn't grab the puck a whole lot, but when the puck gets on his sticks, a lot of things happen. Good puck movement down there, good battle along the boards.
We've got a whistle for
probably just a stoppage of play. Puck frozen along the wall.
One of the nice things about Laha that I notice is that we try and split it into the smallest teams possible. So you don't really have the option of not playing a kid when you only have 3 subs.
Right.
It really makes the choice easy for you as a coach.
And it is funny when you think, but overall success rates, most people would think, wow, you'd be so tired or whatever. But I mean, our teams relative to other teams in our state do really well. And we don't even have tryouts. I think those are things that people don't know is, you walk through the door, you play here in Eugene. And over there, in order to play on their quote-unquote better teams, there's always tryouts. And those are the teams that come out and play in Eugene where they're playing the what you see is what you get teams here in Eugene. And, our coaches do such a phenomenal job and our volunteers do such a phenomenal job that, pretty small association relative to most associations throughout the country. But I think the player development here is just awesome. And it's fun to see, and I really look forward to what it's going to be like because kind of what we've been doing has been a more recent phenomenon, probably the last 4 or 5 years. And it really has yielded some, number one, lots of player retention, lots of player recruitment. But number 2, also excellent player development. So that combination of things should really yield some benefits in the long term. So out to center ice, here's the Americans. Here's Jerky. Apparently no one else knows how to pronounce his name because there's no feedback. And out to center ice, Orange is going to play, and it's going to be chased down by number 37, Nathan Anderson. Anderson loses the puck. It comes to neutral ice, where his teammate, Mo Basser, holds along the boards. He chips it back out. Orange is going to get a little bit of a play here. They're coming across the line.
Good defense.
Anderson, nice save. Oh, good save there. And we'll give the goalies their due. But you'll see here where there's a good amount of aggressive play here. Good, strong angle. If you've ever watched, as the play develops here, and you'll see the puck comes across. Goalie could have set deep in his net, but he doesn't. He comes out. He's aggressive. He's the top of his crease right now, especially on the drop pass. And it really allows for a pretty straightforward save there. But that's a lot of experience.
He didn't give him much to shoot at, that's for sure. Ooh, there was a rebound that if he would have just had his stick on the ice, Flint, that would have been a good opportunity.
How often do we tell kids that, huh? Just keep your stick on the ice, Nathan Leach. He can't hear me right now. Good call there by Jason Falls. Either in the crease or nets off and moving the space off out of the zone. It's 2-2, 12:40 left to go in the third. I apologize for the scoreboard not saying what it's supposed to be saying. We'll fix that right now. But it is 2-2 late, or early in the third, excuse me, between these two teams. 12:34 left to go in the third. Great goaltending, once again by by Dane Peters. And as usual, lucky play by Daniel Gomez. The Americans clear. Sorry, Kevin.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I guess.
Well, in Daniel's case, I guess it's good to be ugly and lucky. I'll hit him where it hurts. Did you see that his brother was on TV today?
No.
Or maybe it was yesterday, but he has presidential protection duty at the White House.
Oh, nice.
And Donald Trump and Melania Trump were greeting the Japanese Prime Minister, and in the background, saluting the president, none other than our own Dustin Gomez. So Dustin Gomez is in Washington providing protection to the president, and Daniel Gomez is here providing no protection to the net to our left.
Dustin's a really good guy. I've reffed with him before in the past when he used to ref here, and always reffed a good game.
He is a really good kid, and he played for the Generals for a while, and and Eric Gomez, their father, we've known each other a long time.
Another good guy.
And we didn't always agree on things because, as you can imagine, you're on two separate boards, two separate associations. There were times when we didn't always agree, especially with the Gomez. Can't imagine that. But as his kids joined our association and our team here, we've really become a close-knit family. And, of course, with the real important Gomez being born, Aaron's become the glue that binds together the entire family. So here it is. Orange comes across the line, and that's Sutterfield. He's in the corner, pulls up, makes a nice play. Centering pass right on the stick of Brand, but Brand can't control it because it's on his backhand, not his forehand, or it gets buried. Brand is a gigantic human being. Look at that.
He is quite large, and once he gets in front of that net, he is very hard to push out of there.
Brand looks up. He makes a centering pass just out of the reach of Zachary Walworth. Thanks for joining in on all the chat. David Haskell, Tom Kachiver, Sean Breslin, Mike Shaw. Lots of people joining in now this morning, so apparently everybody has woken up and forgot that there were 2 hockey games prior to this. Tom Kachiver commenting that Aaron is a natural goalie. Love it, because Daniel hates that. So 10:59 left to go. Draw in the neutral zone. Orange wins it. And back out to center ice. Chased down there nicely by number 17, Jerky. Jerky comes up with the puck. He spins. Can't quite do the Ovechkin. But he made great centering pass.
Just a little behind him.
And Orange comes to center ice.
Good speed.
Sutterfield tries to shoot, but nice play there by number 6 on defense. That's Manchester forcing him wide. Got a little bit of a puck race here, but plenty of time. Is going to be Bowen. He cuts back and
almost
finds
a dangerous play there.
It was an interesting cutback.
It worked, though.
And so 10:19 left to go in the third. Score is still tied 2-2. It is freaking cold in this booth. I'm now at hour number 6, I think. So
Breslin wants us to give a shout out to girls hockey in Eugene here. We're growing the program a lot. We had talked about it a little earlier, but you'll see a lot happening in the state of Oregon. It's one of Oregon State Hockey Association's points of emphasis is more spending and more focus on girls hockey in Oregon in general.
And then yesterday, there were 3 women's teams that played out here actually. And they played some exhibition games, and they were all very close, very good games. I think it was Eugene, Portland, and Bend, right?
Yep.
And so really good opportunities there, and I love seeing that. And there's a person here to my right who skates every once in a while. And so are you going to join a team, Lene? She says yes. She says yes. And so lots of people are thinking of doing it. Jen Gomez is actually doing it as well. So, it's I hear, not that I've had it before, but I hear it's like cocaine. You try hockey and that's it. And so a nice shot there.
My wife just started playing a month ago.
That's right. Sarah's doing it as well. Excellent. And she's had 6 lessons, and she looks great. So
she knew how to skate already, just not used to the stick handling of
Gotcha. No, and you can we were talking about that during the C League games. That's one of the reasons we keep trying to move players into the B League is to create C League as a truly novice league. We have an average of 4 or 5 new players every term. And so you can imagine that means every term it's approximately one team's worth of adult league players. Nice play there. Great moves by Mo Basser.
Yeah, he got the goalie pretty good there, though.
He feels pretty bad, but he did make a great play. Let's take a look at the replay real quick, and you'll see him kind of right here. We'll cut back.
Just got a little too aggressive
Cuts
on
in
going
front.
in.
And I'm not quite sure if he's the one that does the issues there, but let's take a look, and you'll see here.
By the way he's reacting, I'm thinking it's he got him with his knee is what it kind of looks like.
So we'll take another quick look.
He's gonna get to sit for a minute.
So here's the cut. He'll cut to the front of the net. Huh.
Interference with the goaltender is the call.
So with 8:39 left to go, the Americans will go on the power play. You got to watch. You make the choice.
I think it was a good call. It's one of the points of emphasis right now is protecting the goalies, and he just got a little too aggressive, picked a little too steep of an angle and couldn't hold up. Not an intentional, but worthy of a 2-minute.
Nice stick handling there, all the way in on Gomez.
Fumbled at the last minute.
Is Ormeischer. Ormeischer makes a great move through center ice. Looking a little bit like Patrick Kane cutting through there.
He's one of those guys who's getting better and better every season.
And it's 28, which I don't have, so it must not be.
He's a sub, yeah.
So
I forget his name. I should know it.
But great play there by whoever that is. John Brand clears it out. 1:12 left to go. And the penalty to number 41, Arian Mobasser. And in is Sean Hatchie. He'll try and set up the power play. He's down there by him, centering pass. Cleared and picked up by John Brand. Tried to be held in by Travis Jones, but he can't hold on to it. And he'll hit his defense partner. Back for the Americans, entering on the left side, off the wall. Icing call coming up. And we'll go with 7:32 left to go in the third. 43 seconds left to go in the game. Score is tied at 2 apiece between the Americans and Orange.
It's Justin is number 28 for the Americans, the sub, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I would just butcher it. Rimmerman? Maybe it's not that bad.
He could be a Bufflin.
I think that if anybody at home knows and would like to text in or chat in, we'd love to hear from you.
So Michael Fries, fun fact, no one knows what team Sutterfield is really on. And so that's pretty good. And then there's a little bit of talk on subs on there. But, yeah, as far as I understand it, there are subs for every game except the championship games. I'm not really quite sure. That's all Daniel Gomez. So if you don't like that, or if you do like that, go ahead and complain. Daniel Gomez's email is dgomez@eugenegenerals.com.
It's funny that Michael says that because I've played a lot of B-League this year, and I think almost every game I've played, Nathan's been out there against us or subbing on our team. He definitely is one of the guys that gets a lot of sub time out there.
So what will effectively be a power play for Orange, a penalty coming up here against the Americans to number 17, Corey Jerky. I'm just assuming it's Jerky. His last name sure isn't Norpak. And so so he'll get a penalty there, and popping out of the box will be Mobasser. So Orange jumps on the power play here for about 1:55. Mobasser gains the puck. We've got a 2-2 game, so this is a big power play here. Mobasser takes a shot. Good save by Peters. Mobasser moves it out to the point. Walking there on the point is number 91, Arnold. Moves it back down to the corner to Mulbasser, but it's intercepted by the Americans. They're going to have a hard time clearing here. And so Mulbasser is going to get the puck. He'll move it back up to the point over to Arnold. Arnold will walk in a little bit, hits Mulbasser. Nice play there. Trying to do a give and go. And doesn't quite connect, but Mulbasser will come up with the puck. His head is up. He'll hit to Arnold now on the right side. They'll reverse the power play attack here. And it goes down into the corner.
Orange's power play is looking a lot better this period. Much better than the first period.
Yeah, a little bit more patience, a little bit more puck movement. So back into the corner now is going to be Anderson. Anderson moves it up to the to the point to Arnold. Arnold over. Deflection in front. Turning is Sutterfield. He'll take a shot. Good save there by Peters. 55 seconds left to go on the power play, and the penalty to number 17, Corey Jerky. 5:45 left to go in the third. Score tied at 2.
Excellent game.
These have all been great games. This is kind of fun to do. Might just stop working so I can watch adult league games the whole time. Yeah, I was supposed to be gone this weekend too, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. Yeah. So I was supposed to be gone this weekend and next weekend and the weekend after, and I was like, no. I was just, because she knows, like starting in June, because I go to this camp that Jason goes to, and then from then on, then all our national selection camps start.
Yep.
Yeah, Kevin knows the drill. And so I want to work on stuff at my house before Tasha kills me. And so I thought I'd do that. So Orange here finishing up their power play. 30 seconds left. Brand tries to center. He does have great vision. Tries to find Anderson in front of the net. Just doesn't connect.
And here's Justin maybe on a breakaway.
Rimmerman almost has a chance, but Mulbasser comes back. And he saves. And Mulbasser's got some room again. He's got some gap, but can't really make things happen. Couldn't get the puck on his stick. Mulbasser finds the puck at the point. Good hold there by Sutterfield. Sutterfield, it brought nice play. Really
good
nice
vision.
Play.
Good
great
vision.
Great puck movement there. And we'll see what we can give you guys in terms of a replay. But really, really nice puck movement.
Great pass
that
there.
Starts here.
Right onto the tape.
And you'll see Rimmerman, or excuse me, not Rimmerman, but Mulbasser chases the puck down. You'll see him turn. Makes his battle. This is really where the play is won. He hits it up to the point. Nice job there by Sutterfield. Finds a guy in front. Really nice play. And that will result in a lead now in a power play goal, by the way. At least I think it was a power play goal by Orange. So they'll take the lead 3-2.
That was a great power play. They were nice and patient. Were rewarded at the end.
Great puck movement. That may have been the best replay of the night. Just, So, hats off to Nathan Leach with the good camera work. He's allergic to everything but good camera work, folks. He is the one kid who but Americans have a chance. Nice call.
Ooh, that might be a penalty shot.
And so we'll see what they call here. Jason Falls is going to call the hook. Patrick Hester is going to come over and be like, is that a penalty shot? And it's not.
Nope.
Probably a pretty good no call, but I'm not quite sure. It's too late now for me to pull that back.
Well, it's hard to tell if he got the shot on net or if it went wide. If he got the shot on net, then it shouldn't be.
Right. And so
it did end up in the corner, but it might have got Gomez's pad.
So I totally know what this setting is now. Now that I think about, how the replay works, I know what to do for the next game.
All right.
So anyway, nice job. 4:01 left to go. The Americans now on the power play with the penalty to, I believe that's Nathan Anderson in the box. Out at the point. Rimmerman shoots it on. Good save there by Gomez. 3:47 left to go in the third. The score's 3-2. Orange on a really nice power play goal.
Gomez made a nice save on that. He was screened pretty well, and it could have easily got through his 5-hole, but he picked it up at the last second and was able to save.
As far as I don't know what Kevin saw, but as far as I saw, that was total luck.
Well,
and required no skill whatsoever on that part.
That's his MO in net, just go out there and get lucky.
Pretty sure that's how Aaron ended up. Hopefully Daniel's going to go back and listen to this game. Because you know Jen is at home, and she's shaking her head going, oh, my God, Flint. But anyway, Travis Jones, nice drop pass there to Rimmerman. Good save, good shot, good save.
That's a good goal.
And the rebound results in a tie game.
Another
power play goal. So tremendous puck movement by both teams here, and you'll see this as it comes out of the corner. And the puck is played here, centered. Nice shot. Right here in the crease. Good drop pass by Jones. Shot by Rimmerman, and that rebound right in front. And we now have a tie game.
Americans are using their points really well this period.
So the score is all tied at 3. No thanks to Daniel Gomez. So 2:57 left to go. We're going to see some action now.
Stoppage of play
as
here.
The puck goes off sides.
A real fantastic game here.
It is. Are you playing in the next game, Kevin?
No, I'll be up here, I believe, with Gomez for the next game, and then I play after that. The next one's the B-League Championship, and it should be a very good game. Two teams that are match up with each other pretty well. Both teams have pretty solid goalies.
So Americans back to retrieve, and that's Sean Hatchie. Takes a little bit of time, takes a look, fires the puck up the middle, tries to hit Huddleston in the middle. And it doesn't quite connect, so back to get it is Mo Basser. He'll make a backhand pass. It's cleared, deflected, ends back up, and eventually on the stick of Ed Huddleston. Huddleston will enter the zone. He's got a little bit of room. Thinks about cutting back, drives, nice puck protection. Centers on the stick, a little Huddleston, and she can't quite find the handle. Otherwise, she might have made Daniel, well, he always looks bad, so we don't want to say he looks bad. So Huddleston in the corner, she tries to win a battle. A little bit overpowered there. No big deal. The puck comes out to center ice. 2:07 left to go. Still a reminder, 3-3 tie. Hatchie back to get it to retrieve for his team. He has a lot of steam. Nice poke check there by Brand. He's going to look, find someone in the middle, just gets his pass deflected. Ends up on Mo Basser's stick. Shot deflected there, ends up wide. Rebound in front, Mo Basser again. And Mo Basser gets a save off Peters. Peters coming up big here with 1:44 left to go. Mo Basser centers off the stick of Peters, goes behind the net. Hatchie rips it around. He's going to say, you know what?
Let's get it out of the zone.
Let's get it out of the zone, and let's see what happens. So an icing call coming back. Face-off all the way back here to the left of Peters. And we'll see what the captains and coaches have to say about the game going into the probably the last couple of plays here in the third period. Cindy Haskell apparently is playing in the next game, so she's reminding me to be kind. I'm out of the booth, so you don't have to worry about it. It will be Kevin and Daniel that will have the booth for the next one, because I'm a frozen popsicle this morning.
Yeah, it's a little cold in here
but
today.
I probably will help stay in direct. Not quite sure how we're going to do that. I'm going to probably go look for another headset and see if I can help direct for a little bit. But, yeah, good. Glad that everyone joining us this morning. A timeout called by someone at some point.
Up to 20.
We're up to 20 concurrent users. So that's actually a pretty good amount for an adult league game, so we appreciate you joining. Do want to remind everyone, if you're wondering, this particular stuff is, these particular broadcasts are sponsored by the Eugene Generals. So if you want to help the Generals, you're wondering what's going on, all you have to do is click that subscribe button. And the way that YouTube works, it really helps. The more subscribers we have, the more options we have. And into the future, just having the number of users, you don't ever have to watch our stuff, although that helps. But if you click on the subscribe button, and if you really like us, click on the little bell. That's the one that's the reminder button. And that'll really help us out. So if you want to do that, that'll be great. Face off now to the left of Peters. With 1:30 left to go in the third period, it's a nail biter. It's called Major League. That was the.
That's the
that
game. I was
movie
trying to
that's-
think of that too. Yeah, I should have known it, but just couldn't.
So face off by Orange, but they lose there, and the puck comes back to the Americans. They try and clear. Nice deflection. Otherwise, that could have ended up on the stick of Travis Jones. So back to the Americans to recover is Manchester. Manchester does a nice job, but he loses the puck. Here it is. And that was a great job by Anderson, but nice, even better save by Peters. In case you're wondering how it should be done, Daniel Gomez, that's what it looks like. So 1:02 left to go. Here it is. This is Mo Basser. He takes a shot. Nice deflection there by Manchester. Eventually moves its way out into the middle, and Manchester recovers. He'll look. He's looking for someone to get the pass to. He's going to look cross ice all the way across there, but it's just out of the reach of one of his teammates. And so Mo Basser tries to make a play. Jones tries to recover the puck but can't. Back to play to his Rimmerman, and he just rims it. Comes all the way back. Gomez trying to avoid the icing call, but it doesn't work. And the puck will come all the way back down. 31 seconds left to go. The face-off will come to the right of Dan Peters.
Here's where a face-off win comes in big if you're Orange.
It is, especially with kind of the crew they have out there.
Yep.
And so you got two right-handers, especially the right-hander there on the left point, a left-handed face-off guy. It is won by Orange. They take the shot.
Ooh, and somebody got hit up high.
Deflection. Sniper in the stands. Man, did that look like a sniper?
That he got hit hard.
Everybody's okay, though.
Yep, those getting hit like that's never fun.
That's why we wear helmets. And face shields. Nathan Leach. And so here it is. Face off to the left. Deflected again. And Peters will put a stop to that one.
I think it's in here with your guards on.
So face off, won by the Americans. They're going to try and clear, but they're not going to be able to. Good recovery there by Orange. Centering pass here, one-timer. Deflected rebound off the post, I believe, there. And the puck gets cleared off somebody. Back to get it is Huddleston. He'll eat up the clock, and that should do it for these two teams. So the final here today, 3-3, a tie between Team Orange and the Americans. Your final thoughts, Kevin?
Oh, I thought it was a really good game, two evenly matched teams. This is exactly kind of what you want, Flint. I'd take a nice close game over a blowout any day as a player on either side of it. You know, that's why you pay the extra money for league, is that extra competitiveness. And I love those games at the end where, you know, hey, somebody could score a goal here and feel good for the next few hours. I say next few hours because if it's a week later and you're still like pumped about that goal you scored, maybe you should find a few more things to do in life.
Yeah, that's the problem with Daniel Gomez. He sucks, and he keeps talking about how well he played. So anyway, folks, we really thank you for joining us. The next game will be posted up here at public sessions in between, so we've got a little bit of a break between now and the next game. But join us again. Thanks for joining us. The final score here this afternoon or morning, Team Orange 3, the Americans 3. In Bravo action here at the Rink Exchange. And we'll talk to you folks later. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.